Hello from Seoul. Today we're gonna make one of the most addictive Korean side dishes of all time. Trust me, no matter what you do, you just can't stop eating it. Today, we're gonna be making 간장 계란장, one of the most popular Korean side dishes in history. It's so delicious and super addictive. People even call this drug eggs. So today, let's find out together how addictive they really are. For this, you will need some eggs, onion, green chili, red chili, green onions, and garlic. That's it. So simple, right? Actually, even if you skip all of these vegetables, you can still make it delicious. But adding these aromatic vegetables really enhances the flavor and fragrance of the dish. So unless you have an allergy to them, I strongly recommend using all of these. Trust me, it might feel like a bit of a hassle, but you'll be totally worth it in the end. Alright, let's start with the vegetables. First, finely chop a quarter of an onion. This will release its natural sweetness, so it's gonna take your marinade to the next level. What? No yellow onions? Don't worry about it. You could also use white or red. So as always, just use what you have on hand. Everything will be fantastic. Next, finely chop one green chili. I'm using Changyang gochu here, a spicy Korean chili pepper. But you could also use serrano, jalapeno, or any pepper you like. It will release its flavor into the marinade and make it super addictive. So even though you're not a big fan of spicy stuff, I still recommend adding a little. Just use a smaller amount. Trust me, it might become your best decision of this year. Once that's done, finely chop one red chili. This one is not spicy at all and it's mainly for color. So if you can get this kind of mild one, just replace it with some red bell pepper. No problem at all. Now, get yourself 2 green onions and thinly slice them. Since mine is a little thinner than the regular green onion, let me just use a few more here. Don't worry about it. As always, more green onions, more delicious. Plus, they're not just used to infuse our marinade, they're also gonna be a great garnish. So if you're a rich guy with a bunch of green onions, just add more in. Lastly, let's smash 2 cloves of garlic and finely chop them. By the way, we have all the instructions and a list of ingredients on our blog, aaronandclaire.com, so please visit here if you need a written recipe. Alright, the veg prep is done. Let's move on to our marinade. In a large mixing bowl, add half a cup of soy sauce, half a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame seeds, half a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper, and give it a good mix. And then all you need to do is add all the vegetables that we prepared earlier. That's it, couldn't be any easier, right? Here, some of you might say, Aaron, it looks like a lot of marinade. After I finish all the eggs, what should I do? Good question. I think you're gonna be my favorite student. You can just boil more eggs and make another batch. Or just use it as you normally use soy sauce. It'll be great for stir fries or any dishes that require soy sauce. But I recommend not keeping it for more than a week because it has some vegetables and sesame oil in it. What? You wanna see how I use it? Challenge accepted. At the end of this video, let me show you how I use mine. So please watch it until the end. Alright, this time, let's cook the eggs. You can go for soft-boiled or hard-boiled eggs, but personally, I prefer soft-boiled for this dish. What? You think making soft-boiled eggs is tricky? Don't worry about it. As always, with me, that's gonna be easy. Fill your pot with 6 cups of water and bring it to a boil. Once it's boiling, reduce the heat to low, gently add in 6 large eggs and let them cook for 7 minutes. And once all the eggs are in, gently stir them around so that the yolks can be nicely in the center. Or give them a little shake before you place them in the pot. It's a pretty good tip, right? When time's up, shock them in some ice water. And then once they're completely cooled, you can just peel the eggs. That's it! It's way easier than you think, right? For information, you can add up to 10 eggs into this marinade, so feel free to prepare extra eggs using this method. Alright, let's set them to the marinade and gently stir them around. Once that's done, we can just give them some privacy in the fridge for about 6 hours or overnight. Nothing complicated, right? But there's one thing to watch out for. That is, depending on the size of your container, the eggs might not be fully submerged. While this won't make a huge difference in taste, leaving them like that for too long, you might end up with some eggs that are tanned on one side, and that will look a little weird. So to avoid that situation, just give them a few stir halfway through the marinating time. Now for the best flavor, I would like to say see you guys tomorrow. But since our channel has a taste tester who's hungry all the time, let's dig in right away. We've spent some time shooting B-roll, and if we drizzle with a generous amount of marinade, it should be alright. Alright, let's go to our taste tester. But before we meet our taste tester, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, BetterHelp. Running this channel is super rewarding, but let me tell you one thing, it's not easy at all. You know, English is not my first language, so creating recipes, writing video scripts, uploading detailed blog posts, and even writing a cookbook, they can be pretty overwhelming. Yes, I needed to manage my stress, and that's why I love talking about BetterHelp. You know, whether you're struggling with stress, feeling overwhelmed, or just need someone to talk to, therapy can be very helpful. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more accessible and affordable, which is something I really appreciate. Because finding the right therapist can be a challenge, especially when you're juggling a bunch of stuff. But with BetterHelp, you just fill out a few questions online and you will get matched with a professional therapist who has years of experience in helping people with struggles just like yours. You'll be matched to a therapist usually within 48 hours, so you can get started fast. And here's the best part. If the first match is not quite right for you, you can easily switch therapists without any extra cost. Plus, you can do everything from the comfort of your home, so you don't have to worry about fitting therapy into your busy schedule. Also, you can have therapy sessions by phone call, video chat, or even messaging, so it's easy and less intimidating. If this sounds like something you can benefit from, use the link in my description below or visit betterhelp.com/Aaron and Claire and enjoy a special discount on your first month. Thanks BetterHelp for sponsoring this video.
Claire. Ooh, nice and shiny. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Let's give it a try. Ooh, 따뜻한 밥 좀 주세요. 아, 맛있겠다. Oh my god, look at this. Let's add some extra sesame oil and green onions. Let's break it. Wow. Oh my god. 먹기 좋게 조금 더 쪼개볼게. 이런 느낌으로 샥 먹으면 되겠다. 여기 위에 있는 야채들도 맛있으니까 듬뿍 같이. It's messy goodness. Cheers. Oh my god. 참기름을 추가로 더 넣은 건 신의 한 수였어. 와, 진짜 입안 한가득 참기름 향이 샥 퍼지면서 너무 풍미가 샥 올라오는 게 제대로다. If you're not a big fan of sesame oil, replace it with butter. That's gonna be awesome too. Oh my god. One more bite. 진짜 맛있다. 그리고 그 간장의 짭조름함이랑 그 야채에서 오는 여러 가지 향이 진짜 맛있어. 야채는 아삭아삭하지 깨는 입에서 톡톡톡톡 터지지. 너무 좋네. 그냥 너무 맛있네. 오, 솔직히 어느 정도냐면 계란 없이 그 간장 소스만 싹 뿌려가지고 먹어도 밥 한 공기 정말 뚝딱 할 수 있을 정도로 그 정도로 맛있거든. Good stuff. 맛있다. 오, 간장 이렇게 많이 써도 전혀 아깝지 않다. 너무 맛있다. 하나 더 훔쳐와도 될까요? Can I have some more? 너무 부족해! 하나 가지고는 부족해. And more marinade. 요거는 진짜 너무 쉽고 간단하니까 그냥 생각날 때마다 만들어서 냉장고에다 탁 쟁여놓고 뭔가 이렇게 보물 꺼내듯이 꺼내서 먹으면 너무너무 좋을 반찬이다. Highly recommended. So good.
Alright, let me show you how to use the leftover marinade in different ways. If you think of this as a lightly seasoned soy sauce, it's not that difficult to use. You can just use it like regular soy sauce. So first, let's make a super simple bulgogi, Korean barbecue beef. Get yourself a wok or pan. Add 1 tablespoon of oil and turn on the heat to medium-high. Once it gets nice and hot, add 1 or 2 green onions, a quarter of an onion, and some julienne carrots. And saute those for about 1 to 2 minutes. Once they start to soften, add 250 grams of thinly sliced beef, 6 tablespoons of our marinade, and cook for about 4 minutes or until the beef is cooked through. Once that's done, give it a quick taste and add some soy sauce, oyster sauce, or salt to taste. Once it tastes perfect to you, you can add half a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil and some black pepper for extra flavor, and garnish with some green onions and toasted sesame seeds. It's unbelievably easy, right? This time, let's make a veggie stir fry. Since I have some leftover asparagus, I'm gonna go with this guy, but you can use almost any kind of veggies you have, so don't worry about it. To a wok or pan, add 1 tablespoon of oil and heat it over medium-high heat. Once it gets nice and hot, add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic and saute for about 30 seconds. Once it starts to smell real nice, add 300 grams of chopped asparagus and stir fry for about 1 minute. And then add 3 tablespoons of our marinade and stir fry them for about 1 to 2 minutes. And then just like before, give it a quick taste and add some salt to taste. Once it tastes perfect to you, you can finish it off with half a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, some green onions, and toasted sesame seeds. So simple, right? With this method, you can make countless delicious veggie stir fries. So feel free to experiment with different vegetables. Trust me, everything will be fantastic. Today, I showed you how to make Korean marinated eggs, one of the most popular Korean side dishes of all time. How was it? It's incredible, right? I'm usually very skeptical about recipes that have become internet sensations, but this bad boy is amazing. So I really want you to give this a try. Trust me, once you have a bite with some nice fluffy rice, you'll feel like you're in heaven. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.